time, Bambi isn't holding back because she's had enough. Lil Scrappy's ex-wife made a startling claim that is going viral on social media just when fans thought he was fighting for his life. Scrappy's purported severe condition was a PR stunt, and the fans' and family's emotional outpouring was in vain. Bambi had an angry outburst late yesterday night during which she disclosed what fans have been frightened, perplexed, and incensed by the charges. Nor is Mama D remaining silent. The family is utterly divided when Scrappy's mother stands up for him by making some startling statements of her own. She refers to it as Scrappy's biggest lie to date, and I can assure you that her remarks were harsh. She asserts that Scrappy was only playing the part to gain favor and influence, and that he was never in danger or close to death. Split, and there have been reports that this bloody conflict could be lethal. So, is this a resentful ex trying to harm Scrappy's name, or is Bambi being truthful? You won't know who to believe after it's all over, so hold on tight. The drama is only getting started. Bambi's accusations against low-level Scrappy fans caused them to feel as though they were seeing a depressing medical fight, but Bambi's revelation that Scrappy's whole drama in the intensive care unit was a fake completely upended everything. Late last night, a mysterious Instagram post started it all. Because Bambi had previously refrained from talking about Scrappy's health condition, her remarks startled the social media community. In her letter, she said, "It's funny how some people will do anything for you." When Bambi revealed Lil Scrappy's recent illness a few days ago, fans immediately saw the connection. When it was announced that Scrappy was in critical condition, family members, including his mother, Mama D, asked for prayers. You all still believe these lies, don't you? Rise. They weren't sure if Bambi was being sincere or if this was just a bitter ex trying to discredit her son after she posted a heartfelt video asking her followers to remember her son. The argument was short and brutal, with some fans supporting her and saying she had no excuse for lying, while others were incensed and accused her of being heartless and trying to discredit Scrappy in spite of her own. This is one of the most repulsive publicity stunts ever if Bambi is telling the truth, but if she is lying, then she is truly evil, tweeted a supporter. Even though the tension was so high, Bambi didn't stop there. She quadrupled in size an hour later. Another admirer remarked, "You don't play with a man's life like this, regardless of what happened between you." Everyone is desperate for attention, so they have to create a whole story, Livin remarked. Bambi, sitting in her car with dark sunglasses, looked determined and angry. She took a deep breath before spilling more tea on Instagram. You all believe anything you see on the internet, don't you? Her tone was cold and unmistakable as she accused Scrappy of making up his medical emergency to get attention, and then she dropped the bombshell that left everyone stunned. If you want to know the truth, let's discuss the ICU hospital stay that was all for show, with no doctor saying he was dying and no life. Basically, Bambi said, I don't support any of that. Just a lot of cameras, a lot of crocodile tears, and a lot of lies that fans couldn't believe they were hearing. Scrappy staged the whole thing to get sympathy and media attention, and the reaction was quick, with people clamoring for receipts in the comments section. Some criticized Scrappy for being dramatic and attention-seeking, while others thought she was right. Just as things were starting to settle down, screenshots of a supposed hospital employee started to circulate. Bambi is openly accusing her of trying to ruin his career because their relationship ended badly. If she is lying, this is pure evil. But if she is telling the truth, Scrappy must defend himself, and Bambi must provide evidence. Bambi was referring to the fact that Scrappy's mother, Mama D, found out shortly after, and if you know anything about Mama D, you already know she wasn't the worst. I work at the hospital where Scrappy was admitted, and all I can say is that it wasn't as bad as you guys think. As she spoke up for her kid, her voice was trembling with rage. How can you? You have no right to treat my child with such disdain. You wanted to sit here and tell lies while my son was battling for his life? She was about to remain silent when she answered in a dramatic and sudden way with an angry Instagram story that instantly got fans talking. You are a bitter, bitter woman, and God doesn't like ugly. was the movie's last line. The drama only intensified when Bambi refused to back down and sent out another enigmatic message in May, putting admirers in a desperate search for clarification. The truth always comes out, so you all can keep believing fairy tales if you like to. People were going crazy. Was Bambi suggesting that she had proof? Would she leave behind a receipt of some sort that would adhere to everyone's attention? As everyone waited on their screens to see what would happen next, Scrappy had been silent during the chaos. However, that was about to change as an unexpected turn of events rocked the internet just when everyone thought things couldn't get much messier. Eventually, Scrappy stood up, and his statements completely upended the already chaotic state of the internet. Scrappy posted on Instagram saying, "Y'all really out here saying I F this man, you're cold," and the picture immediately went viral after hours of allegations. "I nearly died, but God delivered me." At first, Scrappy had stayed alone, letting Mama D handle the most of the conflict on his behalf. "I won't prove anything to anyone," fans. People began analyzing the picture, zooming in to see if it was really recent. And then one internet detective noticed that Scrappy was wearing the exact same outfit. Bambi should apologize, but why does this picture look old? Something doesn't add up. The comments went crazy, revealing that this man was actually in the hospital. The story started to shift to show that Bambi was telling the truth, and within minutes, fans started using the hashtag #Gate. The image from 2018 resembled a photo he shared of himself in a car accident years earlier, showing him recycling hospital PCS. The tweet received hundreds of thousands of likes and retweets. Bambi returned with receipts this time, and before Scrappy could even address the photo controversy, she smirked as she started the video while browsing. Those who disagree with the facts continue to support Scrappy, claiming that he might have accidentally used an old photo and that this did not mean that he was lying about being ill, while others were positive that he had been caught lying about everything. She revealed what appeared to be text conversations from Scrappy talking with someone how he was misrepresenting his health condition to garner attention. "We just need to keep it running a little longer," she stated on her phone, adding, "So you don't actually believe everything you see on mine. All right, let's do this." The blob's running with it is an unknown contact, and you're sure because Bambi would not believe it. "Scrappy man, they're eating this up." If these texts were real, Scrappy had been lying the entire time and was aware that Bambi may expose him, which surprised fans. "Wow, this is pure manipulation, Scrappy. I knew something wasn't right about this whole situation, and Bambi was right all along. Let her talk. Nobody will believe her over me." He did something completely unexpected when Scrappy demanded an explanation. He deleted his Instagram account. As soon as the conspiracy theory became unmanageable, he turned off OA. If this was a scam, why would he run something shady? Mama D heroically continued to fight for her child while going live on Instagram. While some fans felt sorry for Mama D and believed she was merely a mother trying to protect her child, others believed she was complicit in the lie and was merely trying to hide it. When an unidentified source abruptly made the voice recording public, everything changed. She sobbed and claimed that Bambi was trying to ruin Scrappy's career and that she didn't want to see my baby succeed. A website called Gossip Plug claims that the audio leak was a tape recording of Scrappy and a close friend conversing over the phone. A man who was purportedly Scrappy was heard smiling and saying, "Bro, and I got everybody feeling sorry for me." If the tape was authentic, this was some reality TV, and Scrappy had staged the whole hospital stay, shocking fans and even websites. The internet went crazy for Scrappy at this point since he was fabricating all of this to gain attention. Bambi was right all along, and some fans even started calling for his termination since they felt this was excessive, particularly for a reality TV show. She responded to the heartfelt social media posts by saying, "I told you we did, but you all called me bitter." In a comment on a blog post, a woman claiming to be a nurse at the hospital where Scrappy was allegedly receiving treatment said, "I don't know what's going on online, but I can tell y'all this. Scrappy was never in critical condition. He was here, but it wasn't like how they made it seem he was. This was another unexpected turn of events on the internet. Even worse, Bambi revealed in a podcast that Scrappy has engaged in similar behavior before, so this isn't the first time, although you guys would like not to. Since he wasn't on life support, he actually eyed the bro, and his fans exploded once more. Everyone thought the drama couldn't possibly happen, so the presenter asked Bambi what she meant when she said, "You're all going to find out soon enough." Bambi just smiled. Fans were pleading with Scrappy to return and defend his name at this point, but his silence was just feeding suspicions. Escalate any further, a shocking event took place. Scrappy's closest close friend betrayed him in a startling statement. Just when everyone thought the scandal had reached its zenith, Scrappy's close friend made a startling statement on a popular gossip show, despite the fact that the internet was already on fire. Bambi was right all along, but you called her bitter. You see, I haven't even lied. The whole thing was a hoax. Scrappy never had a major illness. He only wanted to strike up a discussion, and he succeeded. For heaven's sake, the internet went crazy. Since he and Bambi got divorced, he has been acting desperate and continued saying that no one was checking in on him anymore. No bookings, no shows, telling him that no one was interested. He came up with a plan to get people talking about him and making it seem like he was fighting for his life in the hopes that they would help him after he recovered. Fans were shocked, so every sincere post, every moving hospital update, and even though Mama D's emotions were only one large act, Bambi's interruption of his entire plan forced him to quickly alter his strategy once she began speaking. When the buddy disclosed that Scrappy had actually intended to prolong this situation, the crazy part, and that he was expected to take a turn for the worse before miraculously recovering, social media was ablaze with emotions. Mama D, on the other hand, refused to back down and went live on Instagram again, crying this time and even pretending to be close to death. This is terrible, and I feel horrible for Bambi since she was harassed for speaking the truth. Scrappy remained silent on social media in spite of fans' pleas for him to return and face the awful truth. As if things couldn't get much worse, a fresh piece of evidence, a former public relations consultant who had worked with Scrappy, was discovered, finally bringing Scrappy to ruin. All of you are making absurd attempts to harm my child. This is a send-up, and my son would never behave in such a manner. The evidence is there, ma'am. Mama D is still defending a straight-up scandal. What's the best way to get people talking, consultant? Scrappy needs to get some buzz, bro. What kind of buzz are you seeking, Scrappy? Scrappy had contacted them weeks before the IU scandal, according to several previously leaked direct messages, seeking guidance on how to generate a viral moment. A significant event, such as a bizarre life or death situation. People, I need something. The Lil Scrappy ICU scandal was a poorly executed PR stunt. Scrappy, you cannot ignore consultant man, since doing so could endanger you and destroy you. I promise I can flip it. He genuinely planned this from the beginning, which is why fans went berserk. No, this is incredibly messy and insane. The reprisal was swift and brutal. After it was discovered that Lil Scrappy had fabricated his health issue for Cloud Bambi, other celebrities even started to comment on the conflict. Laughing Man, a rapper, went live on Instagram when reality star Tokyo Vanity said, "Look at this kind of clout-chasing nonsense that makes real stories look fake." Despite the fact that I saw a number of strange things By this time, Scrappy's entire reputation was at stake. Even his early backers, such as Erica Dixon, were becoming agitated, and even some of his own family members began to distance themselves from the issue. Bambi, on the other hand, was doing well. She was honest for the first time in a sit-down interview. I knew something wasn't right from the start, but when I tried to talk, she even hinted that she might sue Scrappy for defamation because his entire account had portrayed her as a liar when, in fact, she was the one telling the truth. I wanted the truth to be known, yet some called me bitter. Rather than improving things, Scrappy worsened them by posting a mystery comment on his Instagram story that read, "People love to hear the truth." This was the only time he broke his silence during all of this. He wants to be the victim now, sir. C was physically made to admit it by you. Then, in the most unexpected turn of events, Scrappy deleted his Instagram account forever, leaving fans to wonder if he would try to end his career, issue an apology, or return. You guys are going to find out soon, so be prepared for the worst. The fans weren't having it. The whole issue had fans completely taken aback, and it was obvious that this matter would not be settled very soon. Was it all set up by Scrappy, or is there more to the story that we don't know about yet? Will Bambi actually bring a case now that she's been proven correct, or will she let the facts speak for themselves? If this fiasco has taught us anything, it's that there's more to this narrative than we know, or that Scrappy was lying. Please share your thoughts in the comments section below to make sure you don't miss any of the latest developments on this strange circumstance. Remember to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications as well. Celebrity drama is a place where anything may happen. Rapid shift, and you prefer not to. To learn about it last,